everybody, let's make mandu. Mandu is Korean version dumplings. You can freeze a lot whenever you need to cook and take it out and cook. You can fry and you can steam or you can make dumpling soup. I will show you all of this today. This recipe is kind of my updated version of Korean mandu that I posted at the very early time of my YouTube. One of my readers, Charles, ever since I posted, he has been making this mandu for his family on a regular basis. I gave him a nickname. It's Mandu King. So, Mandu King, I hope you like this recipe too. 1 pound pork. I use pork belly. If you are vegetarian, use mushrooms. I will just cook this. If you followed my other mandu dumpling recipe, some recipes are the meat is cooked or sometimes in a raw. But this one is I like to cook this, everything is cooked so that kind of cooking time is shorter. And medium high heat. You gotta cook this. And garlic, 4 cloves of garlic. And this is 1 teaspoon peeled ginger. Let's add this here. So just a stir. Stir and cook. 1 tablespoon soy sauce. Ground black pepper, about half a teaspoon. If you use mushrooms, you gotta add some around 1 tablespoon cooking oil so that you can easily use stir fry. But this pork belly has already fat, so I don't need to add extra oil. You see there is no longer pink. It looks a little brown and very juicy. And turn off. Sesame oil, 1 teaspoon. Okay, nice. To make a delicious filling, very important, today I chose these ingredients. Zucchini. I love zucchini because it's very sweet and also tender. These are buchu, Asian chives, and tofu, 1 pound of tofu, and just a small onion. I'm boiling water to cook my noodles. The noodles are starch noodles. My water is boiling. First, I cook these noodles. I like to use a lot of zucchini, so this is 1 pound. I'm going to cut into matchsticks. And let's check out my noodles. Just a stir. And I'm going to use also onion. This is around 5 ounce onion. Okay, here you go. 1 teaspoon salt. Just mix this, and sooner or later it's going to be all this get wet, and then I'm going to squeeze out excess water. I cook these noodles for 8 minutes. I'm going to rinse this in cold water quickly. Then this basket, I will put it here again. Bring to a boil. Then I'm going to chop it up this. Then let's add to this filling. It's around 1 cup. Chives, These are 4-ounce chives. Let's cook mung bean sprouts. So I'm going to blanch it for 1 minute. Let's wash. And cold water. And so this is some water, so I'm going to squeeze out. This is 14 ounce. One package was 14 ounce. Squeeze out. Oh, this is a kind of a large cotton cloth. Salted zucchini and onions are sweating. And then I'm going to squeeze out the excess water and stir fry here. You see, like this, already water coming out. Cooking oil around 1 teaspoon. Then stir fry. Just 1 minute is enough. Like you see, the onion is a little half semi-translucent, and that's it. Okay. Wow, lot. I'm happy. I can make so many mandu. Same cloth, and this is. I rinsed this in cold water and squeeze. Okay, let's add here. We gotta add some salt, just 1 teaspoon. Black pepper, around ½ teaspoon. Sesame oil, 2 teaspoon. 1, 2. The mix, and you use this using kind of a wooden spoon, not easy to mix nicely. Use your hand, and I'm going to use my hand. Wow, nice smells. So I love these mung bean sprouts, and very crispy when I make mandu. So now, let's make shape mandu. This is mandu pea I'm going to use. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, maybe today. You can find this at Korean grocery store, like a frozen section. If these are not available in your area, just make it. Homemade mandu pea. Check out my recipe, mandu pea. This is kind of a regular size mandu pea. But sometimes I use larger size, wang mandu. It's a king mandu. But this is a regular size. So let's make this with this. It was frozen. I threw out in the refrigerator overnight. So very flexible, nice. And I'm going to make this each mandu and put it in this on my baking sheet, lined with parchment paper, like this. This is cold water, and then let's make like this, and put some water. This water is going to be glue. It's make it sticky, stick to each other. This, and then in the center, and the other side, the center, you can just press down like this. One, two, three, like this. Pinch, that's it. Isn't it pretty and simple? Like this. Press down. Look at this. One tray is done. So I'm going to bring the another tray and then freeze. I gotta freeze this. I made this. This all I counted is 78, 79. Then freeze this. Maybe just 4 hours later, it will kind of a little bit hard. And then you can take off. So that this is my mandu. I froze this. I'm showing you 3 different kinds of recipes with this mandu we made. Let's make a sauce. Whatever I make this, especially fried mandu, I need sauce. And soy sauce around 1 tablespoon, around the same amount vinegar, sesame seeds, just a little bit, and this is the hot pepper flakes. This is optional. Just a little bit green onion, let's use. This is a dipping sauce for fried mandu and steamed mandu. You guys can make one kind only, but I like to show you so that you can make mandu 100, 200 mandu and freeze this, and then later you can cook this like this. So fried mandu, and this is a soup, mandu soup, and then this is steamed mandu. This is parchment paper with a hose. So here, I'll just show you only. I'm going to steam 3 and 4. So I'm going to fry this. Let's fry. Grapeseed oil. And while this is heated, I will just prepare mandu soup. I made anchovy kelp stock. I'm going to make 1 portion, so around 2 cups. Look at this amount. Let's boil this. And now my oil is heated. Because the fillings are all cooked, the cooking time is very short. Should be golden brown. Then you're gonna eat very crunchy outside, inside is all delicious filling. I will add mandu. You still need garlic. Garlic and some green onion. Let it cook. And then, meanwhile, my steamed mandu is done. This. No room for 4. Okay, now just boiling. We need some salt. I like to add 1 egg. Sesame oil, ground black pepper, turn off, nice. Look at this. I showed you 3 ways to prepare mandu. This is a fried mandu and steamed mandu and mandu soup. Let me taste. Delicious, crunchy outside and hot and very savory. Then steamed mandu. I will have some soup. Nice. Mandu soup is so good because of one bowl meal. Maybe you guys might be wondering which one is the best, which one is my favorite choice. I like everything. I like the fried mandu because very crunchy and delicious. And mandu soup is perfect for one bowl meal. This is for my lunch. It can be my dinner, some good diet food. Steamed mandu is healthy because we don't use any oil, just steaming. This mandu is the same mandu I use, but tastes a little different depending on how to prepare. Today, I showed you how to make Korean dumplings, mandu. Let's make a mandu time. Enjoy my recipe. See you next time.